All right, PD boy, we somehow made it to trial number 2, the trial by fire. They seem to like our chemistry, so that's always reassuring.
Well, Trial by Fire is one of our early failed franchise series, so let's maybe not mention that one.
If you guys are a real dedicated esports talk viewer, you know what trial by fire is.
I'm so sad it didn't take off because I love hot sauce so much. It was such an easy way to like invoice hot sauces to myself.
Man, you know, and speaking of trial by fire, Doc has been a real trial for us. Obviously, a reason why we made so many videos. The premise of this one being spitting back and forth around Esports Org values, which came out. You and me could really go off on Esports Org values. I guess I could ask you one super quick question before we dive into Doc.
Yeah, hit me.
Is what was the biggest surprise you saw on the Esports Org value listing?
It still blows my mind that they think Liquid is worth that much.
Dude, I swear.
Like, there's no way Liquid could really be worth that much. It's like, what do they do anymore?
Oh my gosh, I feel like people are gonna love you or literally hate you, because that's not the place I thought you were gonna go. You could have gone TSM, you could have gone Cloud.
I think I was gonna go FaZe.
I mean, hey. Right, well, we'll talk about them, I'm sure, in a future one. But obviously, in a response to that, in case you guys missed it, we had a big tweet about this. Forbes obviously has the article as well, in case you guys want to check it out. I wouldn't say Liquid's my biggest surprise, but hey, to each their own. One of the responses, we saw so many responses. Carlos was in there. Envy was surprisingly not very happy about this listing.
Yeah, it's weird to me that Envy's not on that list as well. That's probably the second biggest one, as much as they did with, especially with Call of Duty League last year.
I mean,
that's crazy.
It's tough, though. With these kind of valuations, you only take it with a grain of salt, right? FaZe and Hunter T were gigantic jumps. Envy, IGC, Fnatic were tremendous falls. I would say NRG Optic, severely undervalued, would be my surprise.
That's the second one.
But here you are targeting Liquid.
Listen, it's just, I know what NRG did. Can you name me anyone that plays on a Liquid team?
I mean, frick, I don't want to do this. We're talking about Doc. We're talking about Doc, not
Doc
for now. But many of the responses out there, Doc out of nowhere responds and goes, just degrades me in front of millions. Come on, Jakey Pooh. None of these orgs are making any real money, including Carlos R's G2 Mercedes Wagon Club, but my team, ... Just wait. But I'm just thinking out loud. Never mind. Real quick before you spit back, Carlos did respond, said, I ain't no Mercedes, biatch. If you guys don't know, G2, well known for the BMW, not the Mercedes.
That was the biggest thing. Is the man's got brand loyalty, and you have to respect it.
Oh, yeah. I love a guy like Carl. Love his beef. And talking about beef, I don't know why Doc had to do me dirty like that, calling me Jakey Pooh, but hey, we're here talking about it. Speak of the Doc, you know, he keeps on teasing, just like he did there. He goes, maybe my team, ... Something we have heard and talked about time and time again, and most recently we even talked about his other teases, right? A gaming studio, maybe a Facebook move, maybe a Twitch diss track.
We're still out there trying to find him in Cyberpunk. That might be the biggest debate I've ever seen.
And you think about it, everyone's talking about it beforehand, us included, and then it doesn't happen potentially, and no one's really calling him out for anything.
No, it's an ingenious business plan of where he just drops these like spicy hot takes and these like little teasers, and then nothing happens, and he just goes on to the next one.
Yes.
And it's the Doc, so you're like, you gotta respect the hustle. Like, he's like a man on an island now. That's what he's living on that YouTube island.
Literally has said it.
And so, you know, he's got to do what he's got to do. But it's like one after the other. And like the last month alone, it's been like 4 different things.
Yeah, and obviously we cover as many of them as possible because we want to stay alive over here. It's at one point though. At what point is he going to be called out for maybe not living up to those expectations? Right. I was actually really hoping for a Twitch diss track and Cyberpunk. I think between you, I don't think Cyberpunk's going to happen, but I do think a Call of Duty team's going to happen.
I think if anything could happen, it's a Call of Duty team. The thing on Cyberpunk that makes me mad at myself, that like makes me feel like I'm an idiot, is that how would Twitch people play his game on Twitch? So if he's in Cyberpunk, no one on Twitch could stream that.
No,
because he would DMCA, they would get the ban strike, because you would have Doc talking on your game during Let's Plays.
But apparently they've had this instance so many times, unless he's interacting directly. So apparently you can get away with watching his videos.
So they'd be able to sneak him through.
It's tough though, because Twitch has never really responded to those cases, so we go case by case. But yes, at first we thought about that, but now he's in so many games, or at least in a couple, right? And has voice lines. What's that one game that...
Yes, I'd be like, well, maybe that... I was thinking about, like, maybe he got through with with Rogue Company, but like
Rogue
5
Company,
people
that's-
play Rogue Company, so no one knows.
I mean, because
You'd have to watch a Rogue Company stream to find that out.
Yeah, 100 Thieves was in Rogue Company in case you guys missed it, and then Doc also got in and also had voice lines. There's been plenty of streamers who actually played him as well as had his voice lines, and they were fine. So yeah, he would have been fine, but it's just another one of the ways he would have stayed on Twitch somehow. Everyone who played Cyberpunk, they all of a sudden run into Doc. It would have been really
You
funny.
just can't get rid of that, man.
But here we are, and we're not going to see it, and I'm just left being called Jakey Pooh. So
I mean, it's tough out there. At least you're getting. I mean, it's a step in the right direction.
yeah,
Like maybe you're the next Timmy Tenders. Maybe you're working your way up the nickname list. You got to start low.
True. We'll see what's next for the Doc himself, and let's see what the Doc actually follows through with. We appreciate you guys listening to this back and forth with me and PD for this newer series on the channel. We kind of just put this up in the backdrop, and we like spitting back and forth. So hopefully next time I see you, PD, it's not me being called Jakey Pooh. Maybe we're announcing like my girlfriend or something. I don't know.
I mean, we probably won't do that video for a while. But for the one, like the most hilarious comment I read was there was one guy in our last video that thinks I'm Zan. Got really mad at me and was like, "Oh, like you can't say that, Zan." And I was just like,
oh my god!
I am not Zan."
If like they think we went from putting Zan on camera to all of a sudden
We booted Zan off. We're like, "You're done."
you're gonna be behind it. Pete's a different guy than Zan. Oh my goodness. We'll catch you guys back here next time.